Hello and welcome to episode 24 of Aurei Plays 7 Billion Humans. We've arrived at what looks to be the last level, Goodbye Humans. So let's see what it brings us. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, so since the whole hole is filled, there's a pretty easy way to go about this. We're gonna say, hey, if this is nothing, step down. Else, if this is nothing, let's step there. Else, if this to the left is nothing, then step there. Then what we want to see is so if we've done actually what we can do is we can, instead of nothing, we can work with not a hole. Oh no, we can't, because we can have a wall, right? So what I'm sort of worried about is okay, we can do this, and if everything below is not a hole, then let's double check. So if to the right is wall and to the right there is also a wall and below is a hole, then we want to step in. Else we accidentally got here somehow, so well, I don't think that can happen, so let's step in. But before we do, we want to know if there is a worker or there is a worker or there is a worker. Then we just want to step down, and else we want to tell everyone goodbye, and after that step down. So let's see what happens. Okay, looks like I forgot a jump. Oh wait, so, yeah. So this is not. We need a loop here as well, right? So we can get in this case because, whoops. Yeah, there we go. So in this case, we can see workers below, right? So we jump if we are in this case, so we don't have a wall on a hole, then we just jump back up here. And yeah, so if it is, then we will step into the hole. Okay, so the thing that could go wrong is there's a timing issue here where if somehow someone straggles and these 3 spots are all empty, then not the last one would say goodbye. So let's see, let's fast forward and see if that happens. Okay, let's slow it down a little bit. We have the last few. Nope, it's fine. Okay. Awesome. Goodbye. So this was just a fun last little level. The optimization challenge will be interesting. But for now, this is the game. Let's see what the final scene brings us.
Look how far we've come.
I cannot believe you made it this far.
I'm glad you're here. There is something I have been meaning to tell you. You see, I am a robot.
And surprise, I am a robot, also. We're going to leave now.
But look at you. You really took these totally made-up jobs and worked together to build wonderful solutions.
And also,
A family.
You really put the meat in teamwork.
Clearly it was a mistake to solve all of the planet's big tough puzzles.
Unlimited food,
Unlimited transportation.
unlimited energy. More like unlimited boring afternoons, ha ha ha, am I right?
It turns out life just isn't any fun without a really good problem to solve.
A nice tough pickle to crack.
A real brain tickler.
So we have one more puzzle for you. Are you ready?
We have placed a giant bomb at the center of the Earth.
You have 50 years to get off the planet.
Build rockets.
Figure out how to terraform other planets or whatever, because in 50 years.
Boom.
Good luck.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Have fun, everyone. You're going to do great.
Nice. Well, I guess that sets us up for a possible sequel to this game as well.
Oh hey, they actually did it. Maybe they didn't know I was joking. I have one of those faces. Oh my god. This cocktail is amazing.
Nice. Well, this was a fun game. I liked a lot of the mechanics. There's some interactions which are kind of tricky to get at first. And it's mostly that I still don't quite have a grasp on some of the more subtle parts, in particular stuff like what happens when two humans walk through to the same spot, or if they drop something on a spot which is already occupied. I mean, they sometimes seem to move on, sometimes they seem to get stuck. My guess is that actually abusing those kind of mechanics will play a role in getting to optimize a lot of those challenges. So that's what I'll likely do. We also still have the one challenge left that was a sidetrack that we still haven't solved. So maybe I'll pick that up next. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. I'll pick up that challenge next. So let's first complete that and then move on to doing the optimization. Let's see. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay. Yep, so the sorting floor, it's the only one. All the other sidetracked puzzles we've done. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, so I struggled a lot with this, and I actually talked to a friend of mine who's played this game, and he gave me a couple of hints towards his solution. I did a lot of stuff not caring, basically wanting to do it with 5 people at a time and looking for an elegant way to do that. My guess is this is still necessary for getting the optimal way solution, but he mentioned that his solution just started with walking 4 out of the 5 of the platform. So I'm gonna throw away this and start from scratch. So we're gonna walk, let's say these 4, we're gonna walk them off. And then, so if this is a hole, step there, and if this is a hole, step there. Okay. So and I was also looking for something elegant. He mentioned his solution was in sort of the 50-ish lines of code, so it's probably like it doesn't need to be really elegant in any way. We just need to make it work, basically. So let's see. So one way to do it is just to find the biggest one and just recreate the grid here. and then after that just move it up, move everything up. That seems that seems a pretty good way to do it. It's in fact, yeah, maybe that is the key in the end. Yeah, I'm not sure how you'd paralyze it, but this is a perfectly fine way to do it. So let's so what we just do is we go stand in the middle. We check all the cubes, we pick out the lowest, we place it here. We repeat that for all the cubes, and then we will move them up. It's an n-squared solution, but there's only 9 cubes, so it will be fine. So if you're still alive at this point, you get to go up 2 steps, and then we're gonna do for each direction. We're gonna set to mem2 where we're standing. So this is currently the top location, and we might. So okay, so let's actually do this properly. So if we're standing on a data cube, then we can initialize with the current direction and as value let's set this to mem3, and the value that we're considering is what we're standing on. Wait, I guess this works out the same. Can we somehow we can duplicate the value in there? I think this will be fine. Let's just see how this works out, and if it's not okay, we'll see. Okay, so if the direction we're currently looking in, which is mem1, if that's smaller or equal to mem3, then set mem2 to be mem1. Yeah, I think we can just let's see if it works with in this way. So at the end, what we want to do, and let's actually also say if mem1 is a data cube, just to make sure that we don't accidentally like try to pick up something. Let's remove it for now, see what happens. So after this for loop, we can pick up mem2, and then what do we do? So I keep forgetting if picking up means that you move to that spot. I think you do, so let's just see how this works. Oh, I accidentally... Yeah, okay. So let's make sure that he walks up 3 steps. And yeah, so when picking up, they move in that direction. So the easiest way to sort of calibrate this is to just move to the top left corner and then step down 3. That's it makes sure that we always get to the right position. So let's do that. If this is not a hole, step in that direction, and just repeat that. Then if above, is not a whole step in that direction. Then if and repeat that. So we're gonna walk all the way to the top left, and once we're there, we're gonna step down 3 times. Yeah, so this actually, I'm using a lot of the tactics I used in one of the later puzzles as well. I noticed the defrag one mainly, where we also had to handle lines and go to the next line, and I'm actually approaching this puzzle with this in mind now, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop it in the first empty spot. So we're gonna say if this is nothing, drop. Then so that else if this is not a hole, move there. And if you've done that, we can jump back to this. Else, if that is a hole, then step down, and then we're gonna walk to the left. So if this is not a hole, step left, and repeat this. If it is a hole, then we're on the next line, and we can do this again. Okay, so once we've dropped it, we do need to get back to the middle here, which is probably easiest by just walking to the top left and then stepping in that direction. So let's do that. If to the left is not a hole, step in that direction, and repeat that. Then if above is not a hole, step in that direction and repeat that. So we come from here, and then finally we step down here, and then we jump up, not up there quite, up here, I think. Yep. Okay. Here we need to, in the else, we want to set mem2 to be a ridiculously high number. And what we also want to do is at this point, if we're not holding a data cube, then no, and not at this point, at this point, then we need to move all the cubes back up. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna walk, I guess, to yeah, to I think it makes sense to try to walk to here and then move that, and then for each direction move up I mean, so the easiest way to do it is again to go row by row basically and move them up that way. I think I'll do that. So we're gonna go for so what we'll do is actually we'll walk to the bottom right. So if to the right is not a hole, we'll move in that direction and we'll jump. If else, if below is not a hole, we're gonna move in that direction and then jump. Else we're in this position here. So what we're gonna do is, oh, I'm a little bit lost here. Yeah, so we're here. So we're in this else. Yeah, here we are. So we're gonna pick up. We're gonna step up 3 times. Step up. Step up. Step up. Then we're gonna drop it. We're gonna step down 3 times. And at that point, what we want to do is, if to left is not a hole, we'll step left and repeat all of this. Else, if so we can go here. If basically if there, yeah, so if there's not a hole to the left, we step there. Else, what we're gonna do is step up. And then, yeah, so we could make this more efficient, but I'm just gonna make sure that we can repeat this. So, because if we zigzag, we need to account for both directions and remember that. So it's just easier to walk to the right again. So step right. So then we're gonna jump and repeat this. And if we're there, then we can pick up the next one. Okay, I think this should be it. So let's see. I'm gonna speed it up a lot. 12, 23. Yep, this all looks good. So the only issue could be that we're run out of time, but I don't think that should be an issue. Simply because of the small problem size and the time that we're talking about. Yep, awesome. Okay, cool. So that does mean we've solved all the puzzles, and the only thing left is optimization. Let's call it an episode for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.